Hello, welcome back. Today I'm very pleased to talk again about five highlights of the OBC shop, and I was lucky to get through those records, listen to those records, get my impressions on them, and learn once more about fantastic records, and I'm very pleased to share my opinion and my experience with those. The first record I showed today, it's for once less about the record and the music, although it's of course an important and great record. But in a way, this is a record that should not exist, or should not exist in this way, because I have here a Bob Dylan first pressing of Street Legal. Great record, first pressing, nice, cool. But what's really cool and really stunning is that this is a signed copy. Here you can see, let's get close. So here you can see Bob Dylan, quite prominent, signed this copy of Street Legal. Why is this so special? This is special because Bob Dylan usually doesn't sign records. I know, makes sense in a way if you consider the attitude and the way Bob Dylan handles stuff. So this is really quite something, and I'm really happy that I can show you this record and that we offer this record in the OBC shop, because a signed Bob Dylan record is quite something. It also comes, and I think because signed records, you know, it's a delicate thing, but this one comes with a certificate. So they went through it, they checked it, and gave this release a certificate. So one last time, have a look at the sign of nobody less than Mr. Bob Dylan. Quite exciting. Hey, the man, Mr. Bob Dylan, at this record, he touched it, he signed it. That's I think that's, hey, come on, that's quite something. That's quite exciting, at least for me. So that being said and that being shown, let's get into something completely different. Have you ever heard of those attractive magnets? Electromagnetic pulse? This is the record. This is a record from this is quite a new record. It's not 19, it's 2010. It's quite a recent record for our cases, at least. It has 500 copies here. This copy has number 216 of 500, and it's brilliant, wonderful new wave synth pop from the US. Not a record you expect to come from America. So really interesting. I wasn't aware of this record. Now I am. I listened to the whole record. I of course will give you a sound example of it within the next days. So this is quite an exciting, impressive record. Highly recommended. If you're into new wave, synth pop, this is quite interesting. Maybe you'd like to get into it, listen to it, stream it a little bit so that you get an impression. Hot stuff. Yeah. And now for something very special. Very special. Maybe some of you remember the video I did about the Sheep Shape original of the debut release, the Danish jazz radio quartet. We have, in my opinion, slightly disappointing Sam Records reissue of it, at least when you compare it to the earlier Japanese reissue, and of course to the original. But okay, the original is so far out there when it comes to the try to get it. It's almost impossible to get record, and when you find a copy, it's so insane expensive, crazy. But I have here now another jazz release from this Danish debut label. What we have here is Let's Keep the Message, Bent Axen Bent Jædig 6543. Came out in 1960, and we have this hard bop jazz. Here you can see the jacket. This record is 63 years old. It comes in an unbelievable condition. Unbelievable. Let's first celebrate the shape of this release. This is a total stunner. I listened to it and it plays like a new record. And this Danish debut label, on my German channel I will get a little bit deeper into this label, into this release. Why does those debut jazz records have such high prices sometimes? This is also a record that really doesn't come for cheap, but when you listen to it, it's unbelievable. The quality of the recording, this is breathtaking. There are some reasons I try to dig a little deeper on the other channel, and this is quite something. And what, of course, we don't have many copies here from the get-go, and those guys, they played with the big guns a little later, and this is one of the reasons. But this is a fantastic copy of this release. I'm so happy and proud that we can present that at the OBC shop, and musically. So of course most of you, and I totally get that, and it makes sense, say, okay, now that is nothing for me. I don't spend that much money, totally, but try to get into the music. This is an amazing jazz record. Very cool one, really cool. Okay, let's get a little bit back from jazz and let's get into rock. What we have here is psych rock, hard rock, 1972. Yeah, the at least for me right now, one highlight after the next when it comes to this early 70s rock. We have it here on the CBS label, and I'm talking about Hurdy-Gurdy. Comes with this wonderful jacket, gatefold. I mean, look at the guy. This is so crazy, and the whole record, in a good sense, is so crazy. Hurdy-Gurdy, self-titled, amazing. If you are into this early 70s rock, this really might be something to you or for you. Amazing stuff, amazing. I, once more, wasn't aware of this rock record from 1972, and it was a killer listening. As I said, it's on the CBS label. Very good condition once more. And as I said, for everybody who is into this psych rock, krautrock rock, prog rock, hard rock, whatever rock, he probably will love this UK first pressing. And what you see on the jacket is what you get on the record. The next one is again one of those wonderful jazz records that you, in my opinion, can get nowadays for a very, very, very reasonable price. And I, of course, was very eager to listen to it, because we are talking here about Gerry Mulligan, where we have this wonderful new acoustic sounds record, which I really like. Now we have a 1958 US first pressing on the ABC Paramount label. And yeah, as I said, we're talking here about Mr. Gerry Mulligan and Bob Brookmeyer. 1958. The beauty of it is, in a way, that you have this. Let me calculate. 58 is 42 plus 24, 46, 66 years. And vinyl, the storage capacity and the quality, vinyl stores it perfectly. It's like a new record, and then you get it's like a time machine. Here you have the inner sleeve. It's like a time machine when you sit there and listen to those. This is not a crazy expensive record, but I'm in total awe when I listen to those time machines, in a way. And yeah, just wonderful. That's just like wonderful. And I look at the sleeve. Such a piece of art, and so beautiful. So beautiful. ABC Paramount Records. They knew how to do these things. They really, really do. Yeah, again, I'm really happy that I now have the opportunity to get into those grails, because grail, okay, we talked a lot about grails and tried to find and try to determine what is a grail and what is not. But in a way, records that old, that manage to find their way to us, it's always something special. Doesn't matter if it's a 20, 50, 100 or 2,000 euro record or dollar record. It's always, in my opinion, it's always something special. Okay, enough said for today. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you. Goodbye.